I talked about it earlier today. It's also something that we didn't really get a lot of, I guess, requests for in the chat. So we're going to talk SpaceX right now because Hugo was, in fact, correct here.
Check, check.
But
Yeah, I saw that SDR. I'm gonna try something different. I like hearing the news as I'm trading, so I'm gonna put some headphones on and see if I can get that going. All right. All right, we got 9 minutes. Think I'm ready. I'm probably gonna take, now that I got everything set up, I'm probably gonna take go get myself some coffee and be right back. But basically, we're gonna be looking at NVIDIA, Nebius, Coherent, and Intel. I think those are my 4 main ones we're looking at. Go ahead and go through them real quick. NVIDIA, I have a level here set at 200. I think that's, I don't know if it's going to come down to that, but the way I'm playing these basically is on the open here in about 8 minutes. I've got some preset levels set out, and I would like to see them dip down so I can get some really good value on my entry. That way, you know, kind of playing that dip and rip where you get some selling pressure right off the open. Hopefully, it dips down and we get a chance to buy it at a discount, at a bargain price, and then let it run for hopefully a profit. So I got NVIDIA here. I don't know if it's going to come down, but 200 is kind of asking a lot. I probably can get 204 though, and I would play this bounce off the 50 maybe. I'm actually gonna put that on there also, just so I can see it. The next one's gonna be Nebius. This one's selling off. I like to see that actually because it's been running in the pre-market. When it sells off right before the open like that, it might just run. So that's another one we're looking at. I got a level here at 187. I don't think it's going to come down to that. It's got news today. This would be another one that would probably be a good one to buy at the 50. This one might run without us though, I think. Coherent, they do fiber optics. I'm going to move that up to this 295 level. That would be a $10 move. We might get that one actually. And Intel had news also. I think they have earnings tomorrow. I've got it marked off at 98. I don't think it's going to come down to that. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Maybe. don't know why my stuff changed. Application audio capture, no. Image, there we go.
Cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you'd expect inside her new Balenciaga. Viral mess turned dreams into an empire, self-made success. Now she rolls with Rockefellers. Survival of the richest, the city's ours until the fall. They're Monaco and Hamptons bound, but we don't feel like outsiders at all. We are the new Americana, high on legal marijuana, raised on Biggie and Nirvana. We are the new Americana. Young James Dean, some say he looks just like his father, but he could never love somebody's daughter. Football team loved more than just the game, so he vowed to be his husband at the altar. Survival of the richest, the city's ours until the fall. They're Monaco and Hamptons bound, but we don't feel like outsiders at all. We are the new Americana, high on legal marijuana, raised on Biggie and Nirvana.
Okay, we're back.
We are the new Americana.
Okay, so I got Coherent on the screen. I'm gonna hide this. Intel, let's see. I don't want Nebius on the main screen. So I've got Intel, Nebius, and Coherent. I think NVIDIA is the other one I need to be looking at, but that one's a lot more stable than these. These make bigger moves, so this one's actually moving down into an area I like right now. I'm tempted to take it. I don't want to see if it sells off more, though. I don't want to buy it early. $186 is the next level. I'm going to go ahead and just take a starter on this one. This might be a little early, but my experience is whenever they sell off like that, like this right here going into the open, that sometimes they just rip. See what happens here.
My hands wrapped around a stick shift, swerving on the 405. I can never keep my eyes off this. my neck. The feeling of your soft lips illuminated in the light, bouncing off the exit signs I missed.
Yeah, Coherent and Intel just took off. They just left me basically.
Think about the feelings that we hide. All we do is sit in silence, waiting for a sign. Sick and full of pride. All we do is strive. In California, never felt like home to me. In California, never felt like home. In California, never felt like home to me until I had you on the open road and I was singing.
I'm gonna go ahead and take that for a little $10 gain. We're looking for pullbacks. I just don't want to give it up. Like I'm expecting these to pull back. Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of. That's why I took it right there, because it's pulling back. It's people taking profit. I think I'm going to take a starter and Coherent. Maybe. I think I'm going to get back in here. Take a starter on Intel. I think I'm going to get in on Coherent. Coherent was strong in the pre-market, so that might be something there. I'm gonna get back into Nebius, I think. These are just starter positions. I would like to add to these, but I want to make sure that this market's not going to sell off, because sometimes it does that. It does a little pop at the beginning and then you get a pullback, and I don't want to get caught with like a bigger share size whenever. See, they're saying right now the Nasdaq's pulling back. I've got 3 positions open now, so I don't want to. Don't really want to pull the Qs up. Looks like everything's pulling back a little bit. That's one of the good things about taking, just 1 or 2 shares is like if the market does pull back, it's not the end of the world, and you can DCA down or just cut the position without feeling too bad about it.
Could you imagine the taste of
I'm gonna hold these positions for a second. Feels like it's trying to rebound a little bit. I do kind of like it whenever the market's pulling back a little bit and your stocks are kind of holding their level or going up a little bit. Kind of tells you that there's a little bit of strength there. I'm going to add to my Intel position. I'm going to add to this position. Adding to all my positions right now. There we go, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I took all those out for another little profit. We're just kind of trying to work the market. As it's pulling in, we don't want to be in positions, and when it's going up, we do want to be in positions. So that's kind of the plan. Intel doesn't really move enough for me. I guess I just need to take bigger share size probably. Everything's pulling in. Is this a point right now where I should short the Qs? That's the question. I'm kind of feeling like shorting the Qs. Let's just so I'm not really interested in Intel. It kind of just stalled out, so I'm gonna pull up the Qs. So my question is, do I short here, because it feels like the market's weak all of a sudden. See if the Qs fails VWAP. If it can hold VWAP, then I'll probably go long on Nebius again. So it looks like Nebius is not following the Qs right now, which I do not like that. Just watch this for a second. So if it starts chopping, I don't want to take any positions, because it'll just eat you up all day long. If you're like, oh, is it going to break out? You get in. It doesn't break out, you get out. You lose that slippage. You do that, 10 times during the day or something like that, and you're pretty much just taking all of the profit from one of your good trades. So this right here, when you get all this chop and it's just kind of going back, green candle, red candle, green candle, red candle, and it's doing that right there, you don't want to be in the market trying to day trade when it's doing that. You much rather see big red, big green, big green. Red's fine too. You can short. You can go the other way. So I don't mind it, but I like to see these kind of moves where it's doing this. When it's like small up and down, going sideways, that's no good. I'm out of all my positions right now except for IBIT, which is Bitcoin basically. Okay, the Qs are going south. The question is, do we short? Is the market gonna flush? I'm gonna take a starter. If we can't make it through the 50, then I'm just gonna get out of it. I'll add to it if it breaks 50. Okay, made it through 50. See if it holds it. See if it can hold the 50. If it holds the 50, I add to it. Alright, I'm gonna get out. It's doing that chop thing, that's what I'm saying. So, like, we tried to go through the 50, we wicked down, now we're back fighting over the 50. Maybe I should have stayed in. It looks like it's holding it.
I've got a lover, a love like religion. I'm such a fool for sacrifice. It's coming down, down, coming down. It's coming down, down, coming down. I've got a lover and I'm unforgiven. I'm such a fool to pay this price. It's coming down, down, coming down.
So, this is what happened yesterday. I had a good start to the open. I probably should have sized up. I probably should have went with a much bigger size. Then we would be sitting on enough money right now to kind of call it quits for the day. But since I didn't, last week was really bad. We had a bad week. Pretty big drawdown for me. So I've been trading with smaller share size to try and just cover my ass, basically. I lost like $200 last week, which is not what I'm trying to do, you know. So, all right, we look like we're trying to get a bounce here. Kind of monitoring my positions. I've got 3 monitors, so I've got stuff going kind of everywhere right now. It's kind of weird. The Qs are pulling back and both of my positions are going up, so that tells me these stocks are strong. If the Qs would rip, these would probably go way up. That's kind of the way. Alright, I'm going to get out because it looks like the Qs is flushing. Yeah, I don't know. The market doesn't look strong. Both my stocks are kind of holding their own though, so if the market would go, then these would probably go also. The Qs are they are an index of the NASDAQ, so it's all the technical stocks, software, semiconductors, just anything IT and technical.
But now I think I'm possessed. You put a fever
I'm gonna
inside
get back into
me,
Coherent, I think.
and I've been cold since you
Maybe.
left. I've got a boyfriend now, and he's made of gold. And you've got your own mistakes, and I bet at home. I'm hoping you could save me now, but you're breaking fold. You've got a fire inside,
Feels like the market wants to go negative.
'cause I've done some things that I can't speak.
Kind of wanted to short this.
And I tried to
I think I am.
wash away, just won't leave.
We'll see if we get a push down.
So won't you take a breath and dive in deep? 'Cause I
I'm not gonna give it very much room now.
can't for me.
Probably give it up to
I'm begging you to keep on.
92s.
I'm begging you to keep on.
This doesn't work. I'm not gonna sit here and just like try and flip back and forth on the Qs all day because I don't want to get ate up like that.
I know you're gonna keep on.
See if we can break 704 here.
As a skyline, and we have roots
It does feel like it wants to break down though.
and your eyes had to wonder, 'cause they weren't looking at me. You weren't looking
It's kind of what happened yesterday. Everything popped right off the open and then it just flushed.
and I tried to wash you away, just won't leave.
I'm gonna give it to 704.50. I think I'm not gonna give it very much room because it feels like the market's just kind of.
I'm begging you to keep on. I'm begging you to keep on.
Marvell's going up. I played that one quite a bit yesterday. Mixed results.
I know you're gonna keep on. Cause I've done some things that I can't speak.
Just watching,
To wash you away, just
seeing if it's gonna take another leg down.
so won't you take a breath,
Still not giving it very much room. I don't want to turn this into.
'cause I came here so you'd come for me.
It feels like it's gonna go back the other way. I'm gonna get out.
Keep on. I'm begging you to keep on. I'm begging you to keep on. I know you're gonna keep on.
Sometimes you just have to follow your instincts. I'm not always right, but you get that gut feeling that it's gonna go back up, and then the way the candles are acting and the way Nebius is going sideways and Coherent is kind of trailing.
They send me away to
I'm
find
kind of
a chest filled with diamonds and
I've kind of made my money on Nebius and Coherent right now. I'm up on both those stocks, and I don't know if I want to keep playing them because
alone in bed till the morning. I'm crying, they're coming for me. And I tried to hold these these secrets inside me. My mind's like a deadly disease. I'm bigger than my body.
Looks like they're gonna run. Damn it.
I'm meaner than my demons. I'm bigger than these bones. And all the kids cried out, please stop, you're scaring me. I can't help this awful energy. Goddamn right, you should be scared of me. Who is in control? I paced around for hours on empty. I jumped at the slightest of sounds.
What's the matter, buddy?
I couldn't stand.
Why are you making that noise?
Beside me, I turned all the
You need to go outside?
mirrors around. I'm bigger than my body.
So I'm gonna take a break here and take care of my dogs.
I'm meaner than my demons.
Is this about to go though? Let's give it one more shot. See if it can break through VWAP. See if it can go. You're gonna push through VWAP.
They beg me to write them so they'll never die when I'm dead. And I've grown familiar with villains that live in my head.
Come on, guys. I'll take you outside.
Beg me to write
I'll be
them
right back.
so I'll never die when I'm dead. I'm bigger than my body. I'm colder than this home. I'm meaner than my demons. I'm bigger than these bones. And all the kids cried out, please stop, you're scaring me. I can't help this awful energy. Goddamn right, you should be scared of me. Who is in control? And all the kids cried out, please stop, you're scaring me. I can't help this awful energy. Goddamn right, you should be scared of me. Who is in control? He says, ooh, baby girl, you know we're gonna be legends. I'm the king and you're the queen, and we'll stumble through heaven. If there's a light at the end, it's just the sun in your eyes. I know you wanna go to heaven, but you're human tonight. And I've been sitting at the bottom of a swimming pool for a while now, drowning my thoughts out with the sounds. Do you feel like a young girl? You know the two of us are just young girls, and we'll be flying through the streets with the people underneath, and they're running, running, running. But do you feel like a young girl? You know the two of us are just young girls, and we'll be flying through the streets with the people underneath, and they're running. He says, baby girl, don't get caught on my edges. I'm the king of everything, you know my tongue is a weapon. There's a light in the crack that's separating your thighs. And if you wanna go to heaven, you should fuck me tonight. And I've been sitting at the bottom of a swimming pool for a while now, drowning my thoughts out with the sounds. But do you feel like searching for something that I can reach. I don't like them innocent, I don't want no face fresh. Want them wearing leather bag and let me be your taste test. I like the sad eyes, bad guys, mouth full of white lies. Kiss me in the corridor, but quick to tell me goodbye. You say that you're no good for me, cause I'm always tugging at your sleeve. And I swear I hate you when you leave, but I like it anyway. My ghost, where'd you go? I can't find you in the body sleeping next to me.
Okay, we're back. I have no idea what my mic sounds like. I haven't streamed in a while. I was doing really good. I was at all-time highs about a week ago, and then last week was a little bit rough. He's going short on this. I'm gonna go short on this again. Not gonna give it too much room again. Like see what it does here. If it can break through this low of the day, then it could do. I'll give it to 704. You always want to have a clear stop. So if the bid gets up to 704, I'm out. There it is. I'm out. So I'm not gonna play around with it. Not gonna take a big loss whenever we're up, already for the morning. It's like that's one of the things that just kills your P&L is if you have a good morning and then you sit there and take a big loss from hoping, basically. Some iced coffee, so good. So maybe I stopped out too soon.
It's the thing in your thighs when you're lonely and I scroll through your phone getting high off the light. Numb in your chest when you close the blinds. Repose in time and you tell yourself you're fine, but you sabotage the things you love the most. Camouflage so you can feed the lie that you're.
See, that's why you get out. So I would be $3-4 down on that trade right there. But like I was saying, so last week I had one of the worst weeks I've had in months. And it's mostly been because of getting into a position and then it started going against me and I doubled down on it basically, DCA down, and hold on, let me look at this real quick. This looks like it might be doing something.
So at least we could say that we died being traveled, cultured and flattered, and then I could trap her, but what does it matter? You do not want this. This is the voice in her head that says you do not want him. This is that space in your bed that says
see if this keeps going.
Isn't it lonely? These are the standards to which you could hold me. Think that you know me. You think that you could if you hold me. Think you could try to console me, but I do not know me. No, I do not know me. Cause I sabotage the things I love the most. Camouflage so I can feed the lie that I'm composed. You do not want this. Sabotage the things I love the most. You do not want this. Camouflage so I can feed the
Okay. I'm sitting here streaming and it's like distracting me from the trades. I think I need to. Having my trades on these two side monitors and watching the cues in the middle is I feel like I'm doing this like a damn maniac. All right, everything's pulling in now.
Step into the havoc, look around the scene, even the half of it. I'm walking the line between panic and losing my mind, embracing the madness. My devils, they whisper in my ear, deafening me with all my fears. I'm living in a nightmare. Parts of me I cannot hide. I've tried and tried a million times. Cross my heart and hope to die. Welcome to my dark side.
It's a pretty big pullback. See if we can get some of this bounce, maybe. Or is it going to keep going lower? I think I'm just going to play Coherent here because trying to play both sides is messing with me a little bit. See if this goes lower. If it goes lower, I'm out. I'm playing the Coherent trade, but I'm judging it off the cues. If the cues go down, I'm going to get out of this trade. If they bounce right here, I'm going to stay in. See if it bounces. No bounce, no play. If this bounces, though, I'm probably going to do well. Never want to beg, also. That's another thing. Like, don't beg the market. The market doesn't care what you want. You just have to kind of look at it and a little intuition, a little bit of gut feeling. It's, you know, what you've seen on the charts before, kind of past experience, how things behave, and you just try and make an educated guess on it as to where it's going to go. And if you can be right, you know, more than you're wrong, then that's how you make money in the market. All right, so I'm going to get out of that. Looks like we're going to bleed down. I'm still looking for a bounce on Coherent, though, because I think that when this thing moves, it moves big. I like the way Coherent is basically just following the cues, and it's a little delayed. So if the cues go up, when the cues goes up, Coherent is going up, but it's like delayed. So I can watch the cues and like watch what the cues do, and then play this other one off of it. I'm not sure. Not sure what just happened there. Did I get filled bad? I'm not sure what happened there. I'm chopped up right now a little bit. It's what I was saying I didn't want to do earlier is sit here and chop around whenever it's going sideways. So this is going lower, right? We're having lower highs, lower lows. You can almost draw a channel here. Let's see if I... See, we got this channel going here. Kind of almost want to see like... something like that. See if we break below this, I'll probably go short. Gotta break it and hold it though. Something I'm trying to get better at is instead of guessing, you know. Instead of guessing, you know, you want to get some confirmation. You pay a little extra for the confirmation because you don't get as good a price, but they're usually a little bit safer of a trade. So let's see if we break this trend line here. Oh no. Yeah, it's just not cooperating. Market won't go, and this stock that I've got going on over here is won't go if the market doesn't go. It's the problem. Dude, we're about to bleed off again. Sucks. It yeah, it just keeps faking me out. I need the market just to run right here, and it'll give me a nice little. Should have stayed in it. I don't know. This is that kind of that time of the day where basically what ends up happening is you really should just quit. You know, after the first 20 minutes of the market, that's when you make most of your money. And then you're trying to add on to it, and then all that ends up happening is you just kind of like give some of it back. Let's look at that flush. So what do we have moving right now? We've got Bloom Energy. I was in that earlier. I should have stayed in it. Coherent, Tesla, Intel, Micron, Marvell, Nebius. Let's see, we can look at Marvell. Coherent's not moving anymore. No, Nvidia. It looks like the morning might be over. Ooh, look at Nvidia. I think I'm gonna buy that. I think I'm gonna automate this trade. Do something like that. So if it comes down to this 204.01 mark, it'll stop me out. I'm just gonna let that run. Pull this stop. It's gone up enough above my price now that I can just get out if it starts to come back. Is it going to keep going or is it about to roll over? I'll give it to 205 flat. I'm really trying hard to lock in profits. You know, you want to let them run if they're going to run like that. But at the same time, if you keep like just hoping that it goes higher and you never close the position out, you can't lock in any profits that way. So at some point you gotta do that. Looks like it's having problems breaking through the 50 here. And then we have the 200 right above that, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like we got through the 50, coming up on the 200, and then we have VWAP after that. VWAP. I'm going to pull that. I probably should have let that run a little bit more, but like I said, if you don't lock in profits at some point, you just sit here and hold them, and then you lose it. So, you know, this thing could very easily roll over and come back down. It's just what it looks like it's trying to do. We have 40 more minutes in the trading session. I only trade from 8:30 to 10 these days. That's when all the money's made. You know, after 10, you can get some reversions. Is that right? Reversion? You can get some reversions, but in my experience, after 10 o'clock, your day's kind of done. All the big moves happen first thing in the morning. I think I'm gonna get back in right here. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna get back in right here and see if this thing can go back up. I'll give it to 204.60. Looking for the break at 205. It's not doing it. You know, just for anybody who's thinking, you know, like, why doesn't he just hold some of these because they go further? Like Nebius, for instance. I think, let's see what I sell at. My last sell was 201. But let's take an earlier one. Like I sold at, what was an early one? Sold at 196 this morning at some point. 190, yeah, 196. And look at it now, it's at, you know, 201. If I had held the full position, you know, it'd be about double what I've made off of it. So while that is true, and if you look at the daily chart, well, let's pull it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If you look at the daily chart on Nebius, you know, we've sold off. Look at all this. Like, let's say, for instance, I had bought right here at 281, and it goes up to 296. I'm like, all right, I'm holding this thing. It's going to go higher. You hold it, you hold it, you hold it, you hold it. This thing went all the way down to 164. If you only had 10 shares of that, that's $1,500 or something in the red. So, you know, it cuts both ways. I gotta be careful playing this coherent stock because I keep forgetting. I keep getting into positions over here, and the spread on it's like $1. So, you know, if it doesn't go up $1 a share when you get into it, and then you have to sell it, you're automatically losing $1 immediately. So you gotta watch the spreads on. Like this one right here has a spread of the bids at 201.40, the ask is at 201. It's like 40 cents higher for the ask. So basically, if you take this trade and you buy the ask, you're down. You can't sell it. You have to hit the bid to sell it. So you're automatically losing whatever that spread is if it doesn't immediately move up. That's another reason why you can't just sit here and in and out of trades, because you'll lose your ass on the spread. All these stocks are kind of spready. Like if you look at something like Nvidia, it's probably only like a penny. See, it's only a 3-cent spread. Only 3 cents. So if you get in on this one, you can get in and out of this one a bunch of times without really losing any money. That's also why these tend to move a little bit slower, because they're so thickly traded that they don't tend to like jump around as much. Man, Nebius is just taking off. What is going on?
Father said that this world is for me. I tried to pray for a new reality. So come to me, we can change night to day. A tide of moths seem to know a different way.
That song sucks.
Oh, Father tore out the umbilical cord. There's nothing left in the bottle keeping me scored. We'll abandon the scenery. And rear view mirror.
Say my hands wrapped around a stick shift.
I think I'm about to punch back into
I can never keep my eyes off this.
Nebius.
My neck, the feeling of your sour flips illuminated in the light, bouncing off the exit signs I missed. All we do is drive, all we do is think about the feelings that we hide. All we do is sit in silence, waiting for a sign, sick and full of pride. All we do is drive. In California never felt like home to me. In California never felt like home. In California
192 to 204. Wow, what a move.
until I had you on the open road and I was
12 bucks. I don't really like buying it when it's extended like that though. Yeah.
echoes down the highway, crawls into my hollow chest, spreads over the emptiness. It's bliss. It's so simple, but we can't stay overanalyze again. Would it really kill you if we kiss?
Always put a stop on. If you're going to take a position in something and you're not going to monitor it, you always want to put a stop on it so that, like I'm into PanW over here. This is cybersecurity. Pretty hot sector right now. It's sold off. It was at $356 a share and it's down to $340 right now. So I took a small position. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm just going to let my stop work. If we can get some room between where I entered and the price action, then we'll be in a good position because it's I'm a little worried about it though. It looks like it might stop me out.
Do you remember the taste of my lips that night? I stole a bit of my mother's perfume. 'Cause I remember when my father put his fist through the wall that separated the dining room. And I remember the fear in your eyes the very first time we snuck into the city pool. Late December with my heart in my chest and the clouds of my breath. Didn't know where we were running to. But don't look back. We'll be looking for sunlight or the headlights to light us, burn bright. We'll be lacing the same shoes that we've worn through to the
Stopped me out. Damn.
Could you imagine the taste of your lips if we never tried to kiss on the drive to Queens? 'Cause I imagine the weight of your ribs if you lied between my hips in the backseat. And I imagine the tears in your eyes the very first night I'll sleep without you. And when it happens I'll be miles away and a few months late. Didn't know where I was running to. But I won't look back.
So my trend lines worked. I mean, if you look at these things, basically once it broke, so I was trying to take the short down here when it was starting to break the trend line. I was planning on taking it right here. It didn't break it, so then it comes up here, bounces off of it here, and then when it finally breaks it, it also breaks the 200 in the VWAP right there, and when it finally breaks it, boom, it's gone. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it. It feels like I kind of missed my opportunity a little bit on Coherent and Nebius. I did make money off of them, but I missed the biggest move, I think. So I think I'm probably done for the day. So
Your little brother never tells you, but he loves you so. You said your mother only smiled on her TV show. You're only happy when your sorry head is filled with dope. I
got this weird divergence between Nvidia's trying to go and the market's pulling back. And when the market pulls, or when the market goes, Nvidia pulls back. It's opposite of what you would think because Nvidia is the biggest part of the Nasdaq. They have the biggest weight to the Nasdaq. So that's weird to me that that's happening. Something to take note of. Normally when I'm trading, if anything like that happens, you just kind of want to Rolodex that away in the back of your mind and be aware that something odd is going on, even if you don't really know why or don't understand it. You really want to take note of that kind of stuff. Looks to me like all of the data center plays and semiconductors are back on the table today. Data, semiconductors, photonics. Tesla's up. I'm gonna take a look at Tesla. Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty clean chart, man. If you had just bought it here and held it, be up $11 a share. Look over here on the 5-minute, it looks even better. I'm going to give this back down to the 200. 159.94. See if we can do something here. It's watching the tape in the order book. What you really want to see when you enter a position is you want to get some space in between your entry and where the price action is, because until that happens, you can't really take your hands off of the keyboard and relax. You really want to get that separation, you know. I might be late to this trade. See what it does right here. Feels like I might be late. This is a stock that can really run when it gets going. I enjoy trading this one. It makes big moves. And when it does run, it runs good. So. Okay, we're into resistance now.
Every single night, pray the sun will rise. Every single time, make a compromise. Every single night, pray the sun will rise. But
I'm gonna take that.
it's coming down, down, coming down. He's coming down, down, coming down. I've got a lover, a love like religion. I'm such a
It's
fool
the
for
reason I took it
that.
is because we're coming into resistance over here.
Coming down, it's coming
I
down,
could.
down, coming down.
It may keep going higher, but I can see it
Unforgiven, I'm such a fool to pay this price. It's coming
starting to get a
down,
red
down,
candle right here.
it's coming down, down, coming down. Every single night, pray the sunrise. Every single time, make a compromise.
15 more minutes.
Every single night, pray the sunrise.
DFNS.
He's coming down, down, coming down.
This one's halted. So basically, this is interesting. If you've never seen this before, whenever the market is open and a stock runs 10% in either direction, they get halted. So it's under a halt right now. It halted at 703. It looks like it's going to open at 704. And normally, the way this works is it goes in 5-minute increments. So the last ticket was 10:43.09. So it should open at 10:48.09. About 3 more minutes. This one, pretty decent volume. So it basically went from about 460, which, so obviously I've had stocks already this morning that I made more dollars a share than that off of, but the thing about this one is when you look at it, when it's trading at $4, think about that. So if I take a trade with something that costs $400, I can basically take 100 times more shares. So if I had taken 100 shares at 476 and then I got out at 703, that would have been $250. See what it does. I'll leave it on here just so we can see what it does when it opens back up. Coherence rolling over. Pan W hasn't done anything. Let's see what else we got. Nebius, see if that's still mooning. That one's still at high of the day. Looks like it's trying to break out for some more. One more minute till this one opens. Just want to kind of see what happens. Coherent is dying for some reason. Not sure why though. The spread's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Okay, this one should open up in about 20 seconds. If unless they hold it for another 5 minutes, which I don't think they will, because it doesn't look like it's a crazy traded stock. So usually you'd see more action for it to halt longer. Should open in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Right now. There it goes. Oh, it looks like it halted down now. See if the halt symbol. Yeah, see, there's the halt. It halted down at 6.50, and it looks like it's going to open at $6. So if you get caught in this halt right now, you can't get out of it until it opens back up, and it's going to open at $6. So you lose 50 cents a share just from getting caught in that halt. That's why they're dangerous to trade. All right, guys, I'm going to cut the stream, I think. I got 12 more minutes. I'll probably hang around for another 10 minutes and just scan the stock market, see if I see any opportunities, but I'm pretty much done for the day. We're green, small green day. Still haven't made up for last week, but you know, you can't get it all back in one day. You got to kind of be patient. And I'm trying to size up, and that was part of the problem last week when I sized up. You know, I went about, I don't know, 5 times higher on my share size, and you know, if you look at the tech sector from last week, we had some of the biggest sell-offs. They said something like 1.3 million accounts were margin called and liquidated on, was it last Tuesday? Last Thursday? I can't remember. But yeah, that's horrible. So fortunately that didn't happen, but I will see you guys again soon. I don't know. I haven't been streaming real regular because last week I wasn't in a great mood, and then before that I was at all-time highs, and I was just like really focused on trying to size up, and I didn't want to deal with streaming while I was trying to focus in on that. But you know, things are a lot more relaxed right now, and I just feel like I tried to size up, it didn't work. I got caught in a bad week when I tried to size up, and it was bad timing, I guess. But we will try and size up again here in another week or so. Right now I'm just kind of in trader rehab, trying to scrape back my losses from last week. So I will see you guys soon.